Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Tuesday, the 31st day of May, 2022. It is the last day of May, 2022. It is the Tuesday of the 7th week of Easter, our final week of Easter, but more importantly, it is the last of the great feasts and solemnities that we celebrate during this Easter season. It is the feast of the visitation of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Not when Mary was visited, but she's already had that done by the angel Gabriel in March. But now she has set forth in haste to the hill country to visit her cousin Elizabeth, who is also with child and who has been with child a little bit longer than Mary has been. And Elizabeth will give birth to John the Baptist. So this last great feast of the Easter season that falls usually during the Easter season, we celebrate today. Coming to you from one of our playgrounds here at the Franciscan School, our parish school over here. There's some new things I think that were set up, or at least I don't ever remember them being there, but maybe they were. I just don't remember. But on this very sultry day, it's going to be a hot one. It's going to be a hot one all this week. So being in a brown habit is going to be uncomfortable. So we have to kind of take it slow and in the shade. But today's readings are special for the visitation. There is a choice of two first readings, one from Isaiah, the other one I think is from Romans. Both of them speak of the joy that now awaits Israel because God will walk in their midst. God will become part of their life. And again, not just a part of the life of Israel, but as will be revealed in the Gospels and then through the Easter season and the chronicle of the early church in Acts, that this joy is meant to be shared by all the world, by all creation, because God walks in the midst of all creation, understanding it, knowing it, experiencing everything that we experience, and thereby making it holy, sanctifying it, helping it to recognize what it is meant to be and how to work towards achieving what it is meant to be. So in that first reading from Isaiah, again, the whole idea which Isaiah speaks, God speaks through Isaiah about judgments being passed and that God walks in their midst and that there should be abundant joy. Romans actually connects a bit better with the gospel because the gospel is the Magnificat. After Mary is greeted by Elizabeth, Mary jumps into the great "My soul proclaims the glory of the Lord," in which again Mary, this teenage girl who has been given this great gift of participating in God's work of redemption and recreation of creation, speaks in radical ways of God throwing down the mighty and the powerful, of God basically telling those who have many things that they can go away now, that they do not have exactly everything they think that they need, that those who have nothing will be raised up. All of that in the reading from Romans that is chosen comes to light because Paul in Romans tells the Christians how to act, towards one another, not to think too highly of themselves, to constantly act out of love, to work towards unity, to not let divisions destroy that unity, to be people who pray, to be people who recognize the fact that God walks in their midst. That is how the Magnificat comes to life. That is how the truth of the Magnificat is expressed and lived out in our lives through what Paul says in the letter to the Romans. Again, it is something that all of us are asked to do who are believers in this world, and something that, again, Easter is supposed to give us the courage to be able to do so with a bit more meaning and a bit more power and a bit more intention, because we know that life can be different, that God has changed human history forever, that our destinies as human beings are now tied closely with God by a bond that can never be undone, that this kind of hope and courage and wisdom can allow us, to work tirelessly for the revealing of the reign of God and for what it is that God has planned for us and for this world to be brought to light and to help this world realize the fullness of what God has created it to be. Continue blessed Easter, St. Francis, and people of God. May the Lord give you his peace.